August 2011, Shorthand English Senior Grade. Get ready for the dictation. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, start. Mr. Speaker, sir, I shall not make a lengthy speech on this occasion as I know that there will be another opportunity to discuss the budget. But I wish to take this opportunity to point out certain things. Some honorable ministers of this government may perhaps find place in the new ministry also. So they may be able to consider the removal of some of the deficiencies noticed in this budget. For two schemes as a whole have not been considered and put in this budget. If the way in which the supplementary demands were presented to us may be any indication to us, we are sorry to state that the government have not provided enough funds for education in particular. I entreat the government that they must provide larger amounts for higher education. In their enthusiasm for primary education, it is necessary that they should not forget their responsibility with regard to higher education. I would like to point out that without teachers and students trained in higher education, it is not possible to spread even primary education. So, I would urge upon this government to provide more money for higher education. I hope the government will also make up their minds to change the rules regarding grants in aid to the schools and colleges. At present, the rule says that only rupees 75,000 will be given for any particular scheme in an arts or science college. It should be scrapped. If a particular college deserves rupees 7 lakhs and if a particular university deserves rupees 7 lakhs, then the government should not hesitate to give the amount to the college and university respectively. If on the other hand, they do not deserve anything, let them not give even anything. Whether it is an arts college or a science college, they must examine the necessity for buildings, laboratories, etc. And if they come to the conclusion that there is need for such things, they must give the whole amount or at least half of the cost of these things to these institutions. The system of giving only rupees 75,000 should be given up. I am told that the same rule applies to schools also. It must be changed if the government are convinced that there is need for a school to have a particular amount for buildings and other things. They must give the whole or at least a substantial portion of that amount. I would like the government to change their policy with regard to educational institutions. So far as university education is concerned, I feel that the standards must be raised. In the last few years, there has been deterioration in standards both in the high schools and in the colleges. Science has advanced in other countries. It is not possible for our boys to learn this subject if their basic education in the high school stage is of a poor standard. It has been suggested that the students are far less responsible nowadays and that they do less work. But I would blame the teacher as well as the student. I have been pleading with the universities to appoint a commission of experts to go into the syllabus and suggest ways of raising the standard of university education. As regards textbooks, there are parents with 3 or 4 children who can use the same textbooks in their turn. But textbooks are changed almost every year. I want the government to issue instructions that textbooks should not be changed for a period of at least 5 years or even 10 years. Letter from Babu and Company, Madurai to Messrs. Raghu and Sons, Coimbatore. Dear sirs, we thank you for the goods sent by you, but we very much regret to say that the consignment of spoons and forks dispatched by you against our order dated 6th May has been found to be defective. Out of 200 pieces of materials sent by you, we have already sold 5 dozen pieces and we have received complaints from the customers that these goods lose their brightness very quickly. In this connection, we would like to remind you that at the time of placing of the order, you had said that you had adopted a new method of electroplating in the manufacture of these materials and you had certified that the plating would be last at least 1 year. In view of this, we supplied them to some of our old customers with great confidence, but we should like to point out that we have now received complaints from them. It has affected our reputation very much. In the circumstances, we have already asked our customers to return the materials supplied to them and we have promised early replacement. We feel that there must be some explanation for this state of affairs. So, we would request you to investigate the matter without delay. At the same time, we request early replacement of the materials. We expect your early response in the matter. Yours faithfully.